Hash Rush is what you might call a blockchain game. And the hash in the name refers to the hashing function that some of the GPUs or CPUs or some of your computer parts that are not smart enough to know exactly which they are, they're doing all kinds of really elaborate functions in the background when you interact with a blockchain. So Hash Rush is, I think, at least 1 year from being released. It's still in beta. It's an early beta as far as I know. Plus, as I've stated before, this is a blockchain game, which means that it interacts with the blockchain. A blockchain is, I'm sure all of you guys heard of Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is a blockchain. It's basically electronic ledger that a network of computers work in synchronization with each other to make sure, to assure the security of the information that's stored on the blockchain. Okay, on this specific network. And the more participants you have in a blockchain, usually the more secure it is. What it means, essentially, is that this game, your actions in this game, they will all reward you a sort of currency, a cryptocurrency, obviously. There are basically two layers to this game. The one that, you know, it's a real-time strategy game. We've played, all of us have played at some point in our lives one of these, right? We know them already. So, you know, you got your basic production unit. In this case, it's called the Voyager's Bastion. You start with this particular unit, and you are able to produce farms or huts or pylons or whatever it is, with which you are able to sustain a larger and larger population. Now, because this is a blockchain game, it still hasn't been integrated into the game, but they will at some point, and when it happens, you will receive pieces of a token called Rush for all of your actions. Now, this Rush thing, you can basically trade for other currencies. If you want it, you can keep them. You can use them to buy other items on the market. They will have a marketplace. I don't think it's working right now. Let me see. The shop is still not there, and the marketplace is still not there, I believe. No. So you can't really interact with other players yet. Hold on. You do have the ability to check out other planet, but it's pretty limited right now. So let's stick with this planet for the time being. Trust me, there's supposed to be a marketplace tab, and when it's there, you will be able to interact with other players through the marketplace, buy out items from them, sell them items, trade them for whatever it is that you want. And the biggest I think kick for me is that you will actually be able to eventually, the vision of blockchain gaming is a very ambitious one, because it aims to connect as many games as possible with each other. I'm not sure if there are any blockchain games that are out there and fully functional. I'm not sure. But the ecosystem is going to be huge one day. Huge. It's the next step in gaming, which will allow you eventually to make money off this game. You will be able to, if you're a fantastic video game player, you might actually be able to make a living off these games. I know that you can already do it if you're in a, if you're a competitive player and you play in an esports game and you're part of a team, sure. But these kind of games are gonna make, at least making some sort of money, having some sort of income off video games, a lot more common. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. This game will be eventually available on PC and on mobile, okay? So, I guess you can tell because the graphics are kind of mobile-ish. Dude, right? I'm not the only one who can't find the food. Look, Maybe the fungus, the huge mushroom, is actually food. Let's see. Food in disguise. I mean, it would definitely make sense. That's if it's not poisonous and it's edible, it could use this airnuts as food. And yeah, they're called airnuts. And no, you're not the only ones who think they look like basically the Jawas. I think they're called the Jawas from Star Wars. Remember the guys, the traders in First Hope? The little guys with the hoods over their heads who end up selling C-3PO and R2-D2 to Obi-Wan. No, to Luke Skywalker, sorry. So they look like them, right? I'm not the only one who thinks that. I know that I'm not. No, it's a firefly tree. Of course it's not food. This is not edible unless you're into fireflies, of course. And sadly, I don't believe that's the case with Ernex. Is that food? This might be food. That's food. That's food. I find... Guys, it took me 2 hours, but I found food. I need to manufacture some food, and then I'll be able to create some units with which I will be able to defend my one building village so far. Now, what's really... I think I mentioned it only once tonight. I should mention it like 20 times more because I'm so excited about it. What's really exciting about the future of blockchain gaming is that it's gonna allow you eventually to effortlessly move within a multiverse of games. I mean that all games, all blockchain games, are gonna be connected to each other. So, hold on, I'm being chased by relentless mobs here, monsters, and I don't like it one bit. So what it means is that eventually, let's say that you start playing a blockchain game, right? And you really get into it, and you start racking up all the achievement, and you start actually making money because you gain cryptocurrency from the game for achieving all this stuff in game, and you, after a certain amount of time, you get fed up with the game. I don't know, too many. It doesn't matter. There are millions of reasons to stop playing your favorite game, right? So you move on to a different game, and then what happens is that once you start playing the new game, you don't start from scratch. You actually are able to bring some of your assets with you over to the new game, to the new world. Not necessarily in the form of, it's not necessarily going to be like if you've somehow found an epic sword in one game, you won't be able to carry it over to the other game. It's not going to be an epic sword necessarily, but it's going to be something that is equivalent of, in currency probably, equivalent to the thing that you've already earned in the other game. So you will never be you will never have to start all over again once you check out a new game. Yeah, I know. I mean, not all games should be blockchain games. I'm not saying some games it's better if you look at them in a more atomized way, I guess. It's fine. They should only. This is a self-contained world. It doesn't interact with any other world, and it's fine. I get it. But a lot of games, I think, will be enriched by this sort of interaction, this ability to interact with a lot of other games. Okay, let's start from scratch. So, these are Airnucks. These are the basic units that you mine resources with. Let's put these ones here, send them here. So this is our base. This is the main unit, the one that monsters never seem to want to attack. This is where I mine my resources. So right now my Airnucks are mining ore from the ore veins. They're mining some food from the berries, the berry bushes. And Some of them need to mine, harvest some wood as well. Okay, they are. Not enough probably, so we'll make more. I just want to show you people who are still here what it looks like when you actually manage to build yourself a sizable, nice sizable base that is not getting demolished by monsters every 2 minutes. Okay, so this is what we're doing. More huts. I don't have enough lumber, I think. No, I do have enough lumber, I just don't have enough stone. Of course I don't have enough stone. Let me see where I can find stone. I need to find stone. Stone is the one resource that I don't have at all right now. Yes, okay. So I'm trying to get past these, like, the very first waves of monsters here, just so I can show you what this game looks like in its more advanced stages, but I'm kind of failing miserably at it. Okay, let me see what we have here. We have 4 Tynos, or Tyros, or whatever they're called. These are the basic fighting unit, right? So in case someone decides to send their military units to me, at my base, these guys are there to protect it. Great. Now, why is this guy doing here and just standing there doing nothing? Why? Why, Mr. Irnak? Okay, this Irnak is not into mining right now, so let's force him to mine. I find it a bit ironic that a game that I find myself not stoned in a game that calls itself Hash Rush. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, these are the kind of jokes you can expect on this channel, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to produce some units that will fight these monsters off. And then, once I'm done with that, I will probably try to create a couple of more buildings here. But not a hut. Okay, stockpile, store resource for new construction the future needs. Does it sound like something I could use? Does it? No, I should probably build barracks first. I have so many Ernaks who do absolutely just idling around doing nothing. Go cut some trees, please. Do me a favor. Make yourself useful. And I hate the slow pace at which I gain resources. It's really, really annoying. Holy shit, is this guy actually trying to kill my big tree? I know I'm doing a really bad job at introducing you guys to this game. So I don't want you to get a wrong impression about this game. It really should be a lot of fun once you stop sucking at it. Unfortunately, I can't get to this point. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try. I have a bunch of guys who are defending my base here. That's good. That's good. They're all big, mean, club-wielding midgets. But they'll do the job. They'll get the job done. So, I want to build, finally, a barracks. Here we go. Here we go. Now we're going somewhere. Finally! Okay, we have the barracks up and running, so these are the units that I can make when I finally set this thing up. So I have the option of... I can choose, actually, between trained swordsman who requires 20 food and 40 ore, sling shooter, sorry. They need stone and food. Oh, that's not good. And archer who require wood and food. They all need food. That's not good. Damn it. Okay, so let's make an archer, a sling shooter, and a swordman. Might as well have all of them here. Now, again, you will notice that I gain points whenever I hit all kinds of milestones while playing. So, like, the more buildings I make, the higher this number goes. This is basically my rating. And it gets reset. Oh, what's that, by the way? That's a new thing that I've never seen before in the game. Ghostwood, and it just disappeared. Has a mystical aura around it that may cause anyone around it to hear spirits. This resource can only be picked up by the prospector unit. Okay, keep going. So far, I'm kind of able... I'm not doing any exploration. I'm limited to my base. but I am able to defend my base properly at least. So that's something. That's a start. That's a better playthrough than my other. What was it? Last 3? Are you seeing these guys? They really are taking a large chunk of health out of my unit's health pool. And basically no one was safe from this. They're all getting mauled here. That is not good at all. So that is exactly the reason why I I just built another hut. I want to be able to produce some more fighting units. Shit, how do I cancel this one? Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we'll assemble the troops. We have archer, swordsman, and slingshooter all still alive, although not in mint condition, unfortunately. As someone who has, cut his teeth on these games, you'd think I'd be able to handle a few of these, early waves of monsters and be able to build a more, bigger base here, but that's not the case. That's definitely not the case. So I'm sending these guys here. I'm just sending everything I have right now. Sending all these guys all the way to this tree trunk over there and see what I can do. It's basically a suicide mission. I have no doubt that they'll all die. Get wiped out within like 2 seconds, but let's see it happen. It's gonna be fun. Okay, all of you 4 guys. Oh, is it 5? Yeah, 5 units. I think I'm gonna start attacking the tree trunk. I did it before with a couple. No. The last time I tried it, these units did not attack me. They were just standing there watching me attack their base, basically. Unfortunately, it didn't happen now. We did not get a rerun of that. God knows why. All my units are dead. Jesus Christ, look at this. Look at this. I have no one to defend my base. The problem I'm facing right now is that the pace at which I collect resources is incredibly slow. I have to speed it up somehow, and I can't send... The one thing I know is that I can't send my workers to collect this bush until I get rid of this. And I am in no position to get rid of it, I'm afraid. This is definitely something that they'll have to fix at some point. They'll have to let you know that some of your units are just standing about doing nothing. Okay. I believe the coast is clear. Let's go show that tree stump what we're made of. What? Oh, I have no one to defend my base again. You know what, but it's worth it if it means that I completely destructed their base. Did I? Will I? This is silly though. None of these units attacked my units. They just completely ignored them. Went straight to the base. Ooh, which is being demolished as we speak. I was wrong earlier, by the way. You do not lose your progress even if you reset the game. Never. What happens is that your points will be added to your global position, your global point score, which you can see mine here. It's 201 right now, which is not overly impressive. Production crystals is 25% slower, and production planks is 25% faster. I think this has something to do with the type of planets that that I'm on right now. Different planets will provide you with different bonuses, like buffs or debuffs. So this one, it sucks if you're trying to accumulate those planks, which I still can't produce, by the way, because I haven't bothered with exploration whatsoever. I will be in deep shit in a second once all my resources run out. It's gonna happen. I'm still surviving here, right? I just somehow managed to... yeah, all my troops are dying, pretty much. But I did manage to survive those waves. of attackers. So there's that. Next wave will probably kill all of them. So I need to treat them basically as dead already, as dead troops walking. Okay, as you can see, this is a complete mess. I'm probably gonna lose my base after this. I don't have enough units to protect it. I'll try to manufacture as many as possible while I still have the buildings that create them. Yeah, do I have any units left? No. Nope. I don't think I have anything left. That's it, guys. Well, that's all, folks. I didn't get as far as I wanted to during this playthrough because, let's face it, the speed with which the AI produces these units is insane. I can't keep up with it. I can't. I just can't for the life of me. But if you are a gamer who can actually with some reflexes and some ability to think on their feet, you'll be able to produce all of these buildings eventually. I made it all the way to barracks. Next are the sawmill, then the stonemason. These will basically what happens is that once you create the sawmill, you will be able to produce planks. Planks are required for other units, I believe. Stonemason will allow you to create blocks. Same goes for blocks, obviously. These are required elements for higher grade or higher tier units. So let's just go over a few things here before I switch over to another game and see what else is available here that I still couldn't make any use of, but is there. If you have better skills than me, then you can probably play around with these things. The light poles. I managed to build one. What this does is it completely disperses the fog of war around your village. Every piece of the map you still haven't explored. Oh no, they came for my last Ernak. The last Ernak! It's soon to be an ex-Ernak. But once this light pole is there, you'll be able to see that I can actually see what's going on beyond this point. But I mean, it's definitely interesting. I think they have a good basis for a very playable game. We won't know how good this game really is until it is actually connected to the blockchain. Once the blockchain is up and running and you're able to earn cryptocurrency for all of your in-game achievements, obviously. I gotta say a few things about this game before we switch over to something a bit more fun, hopefully. I do enjoy a lot of aspects of this game. Obviously, the selling point for me is the fact that it's a future. It's not working right now, but one day it will be a working blockchain game. I like the style, I like the graphics, I like the sound. I don't know if you guys got a chance to hear any of the sound effects, or if the sound level is high enough to allow you guys to appreciate the ambient music in the background. But it's nice, it's well done. I see potential here. I don't know about you guys, I do see a potential here. It can be a pretty deep game. The one thing they really need to add is an adjustable difficulty level. So if any of you developers ever get to watch this, please implement a difficulty setting here. It's sorely missing. I know that because it's a multiplayer game and you are eventually will be able to earn money off it. It might be problematic, but the rewards can be adjusted to according to your to the difficulty level in which you're playing. I mean, it can be done. It can be done. I did play this game in previous iterations, and it wasn't as hard. Okay, time to say goodbye to Hash Rush.